Hey everyone, and welcome to another XDefiant video. And this will be the basically what you're seeing is the last of my footage, but it's for a good reason. I thought that the big news that technically tomorrow we'd be finally playing the server test session, but the XDefiant team pretty much surprised us by having a patch notes attached to it, and that's what this video is about. It's just going through the patch notes. So let's begin. Welcome to the server test session. As you prepare to hop in our test this weekend from April 19th to 21st, here's some information that will likely be helpful. We have several patches since our last test, including a new dark flashbang setting, weapon animations, and technical fixes. Additionally, there are some known issues provided below that the team is already aware of and investigating. For full patch notes and known issues, continue reading below and see you in game. Maps. Bulletproof glass is now less transparent. Bullet holes now look cooler. General performance optimizations. Game modes. Escort and zone control are now 2-round modes in standard playlists. Improved anti-cheat protection. Fixed several crashes related to game modes. Improved escort end of match cinematics. Netcode. Made improvements to hit registration and desyncing. We're still working on this. It's a lot harder to fall out of the world map. Let us know if you manage it. Improved network infrastructure and framework. Social. Switch to a new social system infrastructure for friending, party management, chat, etc. Accessibility. Added the flashbang effect setting, allows players to select a bright or dark flashbang effect. Audio. Various sound improvements and fixes. Really too many to list, so many. Voiceover trigger cleanup to improve in-match VO, plus new triggers added. Gameplay. Factions. Fixed an issue with the Echelon sonar goggle pistol that caused it to be more accurate than intended while the player was airborne. Adjusted how skills deploy on stairs. Weapons. Improved multiple weapon and attachment related animations. Added new sprint animations for pistols to improve the feeling and timing of our footstep at SFX. Attachments. Fixed an issue where some attachments weren't applying ADS speed changes as expected. Increased the M249 LMG reload speed bonus of the quick and fast magazines. Increased the visible range of scope glint on sniper rifles with the variable zoom, CQBSS, and sniper scopes equipped from 100 meters to 150 meters. Fix an issue that was causing scope glint to be visible for the variable zoom scope when used on the MK20 SSR and SVD marksman rifles. Devices. All devices have improved collision and are less likely to bounce off invisible geometry. Grenades look better as they fly through the air, which is nice. Flashbang now interrupts sprint and imparts a slight movement decrease to those affected. Movement. Fixed an issue that caused sliding to be shorter at higher frame rates. Sliding and mantling are smoother. Miscellaneous. Fixed an issue with the player of the game screen where if the MVP player crashed after the game ended, they'd be invisible. Fixed an issue with the scoreboard not updating for players who joined the match in progress. Fixed an issue with the scoreboard not updating for players who joined the match in progress. Local player shadows improved to reflect players' current aim direction. Fixed many issues where your character's hands or arms did weird stuff. Known issues. When players join a lobby during matchmaking, the list of players present may not update for all players. If a player is killed while activating the DedSec hijacked ability, the ability becomes unusable for the remainder of the match. Players may appear as offline when they are not offline in party management and other social screens. Speech-to-text feature is not working on Xbox Series X and S. If a player is killed while deploying a device, the next deployed device will drop at the player's feet instead of being thrown. Inconvenient if it's a frag grenade. Some HUD elements are misplaced on PS5. If a player is hit by an EMP while deploying an ability, that ability will be unusable for much longer than intended. Xbox users currently don't see their Xbox friends list as the primary list of friends. Disabling the in-game overlay, I think they meant overlay, and Ubisoft Connect settings will disable all in-game notifications, including social-related features. So wow, for a playtest, that is a lot of stuff that they pretty much either added or fixed over the last time we played. The funny thing is, the last time I played was back in June, and the game was pretty much fine. I think the only issue I still somewhat had was just the hit registration and the desyncing, which would kind of suck because sometimes I would, it was a situation, I know many of you that might be playing might know what I'm talking about, where if you shot at someone some of the bullets wouldn't register, or if someone shot you, you would, you know, by instinct go behind cover, but for some reason all their bullets just hit you all at once. So here's hoping. I mean, from June it wasn't as bad. It was like if you would have played the April version, it was horrible. It made gunplay unbearable. You had to play like more stealthy, because if you basically jump into someone's line of sight and, you know, start shooting, if the desync was bad on your end, you would have died no matter what. So by June, I know that got fixed where it was noticeable, and this is like a good example here is, you know, every time as soon as I saw someone, I aimed down, shot, and none of my bullets went they all went exactly where they were aimed at. So for them to be fixing this even further, it says a lot. I'm glad that they also even, you know, listed known issues. Like, you know, despite the fact that they did all this internal testing, there were still some issues that they probably couldn't fix right away. I'm pretty sure by tomorrow, because, you know, you can only do so much when it's just you and your team testing all this. I'm pretty sure once the floodgates are open, all of us, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, are on this game playing, and I'm pretty sure that should give them more than enough data to figure out how to get this fixed. But on top of that, another thing too is I'm kind of glad that you know, we're getting to play XDefiant again in general, because yeah, Mark Rubin's going back on posting like usual. The XDefiant team is being transparent again. I know it must have been really hard to kind of stay quiet, and, you know, while we're all asking questions, wondering when's the release date and everything, they couldn't say much. It feels nice though that, you know, now that the game is on the right track to maybe releasing, we don't know it for sure. Hopefully this server test session will go through, and it'll tell them everything they need to do to hurry up with the, or not hurry up, but basically get the release date. But yeah, from the looks of it, I can't wait to play. For sure this will be my last XDefiant video using, you know, no more of a hopefully we get to play. It's a for sure thing tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to join me, feel free to join my Discord. I'll be sure to leave a link in the description. As well, I'll be sure to leave a link to the patch notes if, you know, in case, you know, you might have zoned out of me talking throughout this and you just want to read it yourself. Maybe I didn't read it as clearly for you to understand it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. Till tomorrow, see you all on XDefiant, and see you later.